Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. So today will be on how to cut and sew the back of a corset, how to fix eyelets, and also how to make a keyhole at the back using a skin net. So watch to the end of this tutorial and please do not skip any parts. And if you're a newbie, please subscribe to my channel and also please like and share my video. God bless you as you do that. So let's get straight into this tutorial. So the first thing you need to do is to draft your basic bodies for the back. So first thing first, you take your darts. Here I'm using 4 inches. So I'm going to mark it at the under bust, the waistline, or connect it. First of all, I use from the shoulder to my waistline to be 15 inches, which is the half length. So I'm just going to mark it straight down so I can take my darts. So I'll be taking half an inch because that's what I use for the front bodies, which was half an inch for the waistline, because I'm actually doing like a waist snatching. But if you're not doing a waist snatching, just use 1 inches for the back, then you connect it to the nipple, sorry, the bust point. So I'm just going to take my round measurement, 10 inches plus sewing allowance. You can add sewing allowance, but for this part I'm not adding sewing allowance because it is a waist snatching corset. So I'm just going to use my exact round measurements for the waist and for the bust points. So if you're not doing a waist snatching method, just use your exact waist measurements and then you add your sewing allowance. So to create that keyhole, from the neckline you go down by 1 inches, then from the upper chest line you go inwards by 3 inches. So you just make like a C shape, as you can see me doing. Just connect it to this point like so. So that is how to create the keyhole at the back. So we've done for the shoulder slant, the neckline. So now it's for us to get our panel. To get your panel, your modesty panel, you can create different designs. So for this design I'm creating like a V. So at that waist point I came up the inside by 1 inches, then at the upper chest line I went inward by 2 inches. So 1 inches, 2 inches for the upper part. You just connect it. That will give you like a V shape. So for the nets, you'll be cutting 2 pieces for the nets, which is the yoke. You make sure it's cut 2 pieces for the right, 2 pieces for the left, which will make it 4. Then for the modesty panel, you'll be adding 3 inches more for the down parts. So now it's to cut. So after cutting, this is how it's going to look. You can see the yoke. I'll be using nets for the yoke for the upper part. Then for the sides, left side and the right side, I'll be cutting 2 pieces. So after cutting on my crepe, this is how it's going to look. So I transferred it to the crepe material. So I've sewn my yoke, which I use the skin net for that. So this is how it's going to be. You cut 2 pieces for the right, 2 pieces for the left, then you sew it inside out and turn it out. So when you turn it inside out, it's going to be. So for the modesty panel, I added 3 inches extra so it can cover the lower part of the skirt part. So now it's for us to join the upper yoke to the down part of the corset. So I'm just going to illustrate it first before taking it to the sewing machine to show you better. So first thing first, you place your net or the yoke on top of the main fabric, then you place the the lining facing the yoke or the net. So right side facing right side, you can see me doing. So try and label so you don't make mistake, because if you don't label, all these panels, they'll be looking similar and looking the same, so it might get you confused. So label so you know which is which, or you just create like a mark or angle to know which side is supposed to face which side. So place the yoke like so, as you can see me doing. Then you place your lining on top, then you take it to the sewing machine and run a stitch. You hold these 3 parts at the top together So what you do to the right, you do it to the left. So take it to the sewing machine and do that. First of all, I need to hold it with a pin so it doesn't move. So let's take it to the sewing machine. So I'm just going to sew all 3 sides together. And make sure that it sits properly. Make sure that the yoke matches with the main bodies of the back side, and also for the lining, all 3 must align together or match together. So just take your time in this part because it can be a bit tricky. Take your time and sew gently. So this will give you like a neat finishing. So this is how it's going to look. So to make sure that the sides also are neat, or so you need to open it up and sew the sides together. So to have that neat finishing, you open it up like so, then you sew the sides. Sewing the side, you have to shift the yoke inward so it doesn't, so you don't mistakenly sew the yoke to the sides together. So make sure the yoke is inside, and then you sew the side, the first left side before going to the right side. When you do this, you get a very neat finishing. So after sewing both sides, you turn it inside out and you have that neat finishing. So you can use scissors to bring out the edges out, or you just use your hand, then take it to the ironing table and give it a neat or a nice press. So this is how it's going to look. So next is to fix your eyelets. So I'll take it to the ironing table. I'm done with the right and the left side. So nice for us to go fix the eyelets. So after ironing, this is how it's going to look. So now I'm just going to take the measurements for the eyelets. This is where I'm going to pass my eyelets. I'm just using my hand to mark the points. So from the end line, I'll just go inwards by 1 inches. 1 inches till I get to the down part. I'll be marking 1 inches inwards from that point. So this is where my eyelets will be sitting. I'll do the same to the right hand side. Take 1 inches inwards, then mark straight down. Now it's for us to get the mark for the eyelet. So I'll be taking 1 inches interval on each for each eyelet. So 1 inch in total will be 7 inch for the right, 7 inch for the 7 pieces for the right, 7 pieces for the left, 7 eyelets for the right, 7 eyelets for the left hand side. I'm just going to take my points like so. So this mark I'm actually creating is going to be like a guide for me when I'm using the scissors to create the hole and using the soldering iron, then inserting my eyelets. This will be like a guide. So now I'm just going to do the same to the left side. 1 inch interval. In total, we'll have 17 eyelets to use. So this is the eyelets. I'm just going to bring everything out and this is my eyelets machine I'll be using. So I just put everything on the ground. So next is for us to create our eyelets. So for creating your eyelets, you just use your scissors to create that mark first before using your soldering iron. If you don't use your soldering iron, you need to get the eyelets machine. We also have this eyelets machine that creates holes. So I'm using my soldering iron like so. I'll just insert it after creating that hole with my scissors. So the soldering machine, sorry, will help me expand the hole. So I'm just going to insert my eyelet like so, then place it on the machine. Then I forgot to remove my cover. So this is the cover. It has two sides, the rough and the smooth side. So you'll be using the smooth side. The smooth side will be facing up, while the rough side will be facing down. So that's how to differentiate it. So the smooth side will be facing you, which is the upper part, will be facing up of the machine. So you just place it on top and then you bend that long part very hard. Make sure it's hard when you're doing this. That's it. Very simple and easy. So I've already done the other ones. I just showed you guys the sample of how it's done. So this is it. I have other videos of this in my description box, so you can also watch that video if you want to see more on how to fix your eyelets. That one is more detailed in this area, so you can watch that videos in the description box. Watch that video and you see more to it. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye and God bless you.